The idea that we live in a computer simulation has been around for nearly 20 years. Many people think you must be cranky to believe in it, but many notable people believe that we are living in exactly that. They think that this is because there are so many gaps in our understanding of the universe that we may never be able to reach out of it to find what is really on the other side. In the far future, civilizations may be much more sophisticated than now and hugely more technically advanced than ours. They will be interested in running ancestor simulations of the sentient beings in their distant galactic past. If so, there will one day be many more simulated minds than real minds. In 2003, the Swedish philosopher Nick Bostrum wrote a paper proposing we are living in a simulation. He does not say we are definitely living in one, but he proposed 3 scenarios. These talk of future civilizations adapting to changes in their society. They are: 1. There are very few posthumans, or 2. There are only a few posthumans interested in creating computer-based environments, or 3. The most likely possibility, that there will be very few posthumans and they desire to recreate civilization. According to him, if the third case is true, then we are almost certainly living in a simulation. Likewise, Neil deGrasse Tyson, director of the museum's Hayden Planetarium, puts the odds of us living in a simulation at 50-50 and that there is a high likelihood that our entire existence is a program on someone else's hard drive. Rich Terriel, a computer scientist at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena, California said, "Today's best simulations don't involve artificial minds, but the ability to model sentient beings could soon be within our grasp." He further said, "We are within a generation of being those gods who create those universes." A method to test one type of simulation was proposed in 2012. It assumed limited computer resources and that the simulation of the universe would be performed by dividing spacetime into chunks. In 2017, several experiments were proposed aimed at testing this. Theoretical physicist James Gates claims he has identified what appears to be actual computer code embedded in the equations of string theory that describe the basic particles of our universe. He says he found error-correcting codes like those in computer apps. So why were they in the equation he was studying about quarks, electrons, and supersymmetry? One particle can exist in 2 places at once. Some consider that in the examples of the double-slit experiment or superposition there is a strong indication that we are living in a simulation, as this cannot be explained by quantum physics. Although simulation theory does not involve a god, the idea of the programmers being in control of what others do sounds remarkably similar to the role of gods among many religions. The separation of the mind and body, and soul, are concepts that many religions believe in. While simulation does not involve specific things, it is a way of explaining our reality. Some experts reject this or are uninterested, dismissing it as just philosophy, false, or unscientific. Others point out that there is currently no proof of technology that would facilitate the existence of sufficiently high-fidelity ancestor simulation. Against the theory, physicist Lisa Randall said the odds that the simulation hypothesis is correct are effectively 0. There's no evidence that our world isn't the array of stars and galaxies that it appears to be. And she wonders why advanced beings would bother to simulate Homo sapiens. Are we living in the Matrix? At the end of the day, we all need to make our minds up as to whether this is something we believe to be true or not. It is a theory, so there is no proof, and a search of the internet for hard evidence produces very few things we could really believe in. Among the most plausible possibilities are: it's possible that our mathematical system will evolve in such a way as to include us. We wouldn't know if we're living in an AI. Maybe we are blind to the facts, or perhaps one day the truth will be revealed, or the computer will crash and that will be that. Or perhaps people are deluding themselves and we are mortal after all. I hope you enjoyed this video and it gave you something to think about. Please comment below and like and subscribe.